Hey guys, welcome to part 3 of the Dead Space 2 engineering helmet. Here it is. This is the painting and weathering video. I'm going to go over how I painted it, what paints I was using, and the techniques I used for making it look weathered, the techniques I used for finishing it so it's still shiny, looks like it's made out of metal still, and is protected. So let's get into the build. Okay, so we have the helmet in the paint booth. I'm going to turn on the vacuum and it's going to be loud. So this is going to be time lapse. Awesome. Alright, so this is Flexi Dip. It's made by Rust-Oleum. It's pretty similar to Plasti Dip. The only difference I found right now is that the texture is a little bit smoother. Other than that, it works about the same. It seals the foam, so when I add a layer of paint, the paint sticks and doesn't just soak straight into the foam. Okay, so since I had the heat lamp pretty much ruining the glue seams, I hold it back a little. I'm going to do a light coating with this black metallic that I'm going to do some silvers over it. We're going to get into that. So let me turn on the vacuum. Let's get started with some painting. Use the paint from Star Wars. That looks amazing, guys. I know it's not the right colors, but this is the basic. It looks like metal already. It's amazing. Alright, so that's a good base coat for a metal look that's weathered. I'm going to add colors later, but let this fully dry, probably overnight. Awesome, guys, awesome. Okay, so here we have the helmet with tape on it, taped off for all the stuff that's going to stay silver-ish. Got some copper here. I tried several different coppers. This one looks like it's going to be the best after I weather it. So I'm going to turn on vacuum, this light, and get the painting. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry for a little, then sort of hold it so I can spray the bottom and let that dry for like a day or two. Hey. Alright, so I'm gonna take all this tape off and see what it looks like. So let's get to that. Let's take some tape off. do is weather it and make the lenses and make them light up. Okay, so what we have here is the helmet with paint on it. I'm going to get some stuff ready for weathering. I'm going to be using blacks, grays. I got some brown I'm going to get. I'm going to make it a time lapse because there's not going to be much going on, and let's get to it. So essentially what I'm doing here is creating an acrylic wash with the brown, gray, and black acrylic paints, mixing it with water. I'm then taking a sponge brush and a crumpled up paper towel. Crumpled up paper towel is dipped into this really watery paint mixture, and it's being dabbed and tapped all around onto the helmet. This is creating a texture that looks like it's weathered and dirty. And the browns, blacks, and grays are going to add different colors for different types of wear on the copper and on the whatever type of metal that is. And it's just going to create a good texture, and it's going to look great. Alright, so I have no clue why I started painting in a brand new white shirt. Don't think I got paint on it. I'll find out later, but I'm going to go take this shirt off, finish doing some stuff on this. So that was the first layer of weathering. I think it looks good. I'm going to add some highlights, maybe some shadows with some non-washed out paint, and that should be about it. Alright, so as you can see, that's the first layer of weathering. Right here I'm using the acrylic, sort of like something that would be like dirt getting caught into crevices, and I'm just pushing it into cracks and wiping away most of it, and all the stuff that's left over is just going to be like a shadow, where it just like highlights, quotation marks, the shadows highlight the cracks and crevices and the gaps and the places between different pieces of metal on this helmet, so that way it looks more realistic and it gives it more visual depth. And also I'm using Sharpies, so something like a metallic Sharpie. These are silver, gold, and copper metallic Sharpies to highlight different areas to show wear on the helmet. So if there's any extra wear, it's going to wear down to more bare metal, and the weathering would be worn off. That's what the highlights and shadows are for right now. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to do a clear coat from maybe a floor polish or something that's going to make it so it's tough and a little bit shinier. That's with some highlights to make it look a little bit more metal, some weathering to make it look weathered, and yep. So after I get the the floor polish onto it, then I will show you that, and we'll try to do the visors in the next video. Okay, we are going to use some of this to put a little bit of a protection on this and make it a little shiny. It'll seal the paint in also. Now see, the reason I'm patting it is because if you scrub on it, you're going to remove the acrylic paint that I'm trying to protect. So it's a patting action. Okay, we're gonna let that dry fully for like 20 minutes. Put on 1 or 2 more layers, and those you can scrub on a little more because it's going to be more and more wax that's going to be on it. Hey, thanks again for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, please give it a like. You can leave a comment below about Dead Space 2. I've never played the game, so tell me something about it. Tell me what the engineer does, because I don't really know anything about this game. Like I said, I'm making this for someone else, and I'm going to link to all that once his video's out. It's going to be a really cool video. Also, since I make other stuff like out of foam, woods, and plastics, you can check some of my other videos over here, or you can subscribe. It's going to really help out. We'll see you next time with the other build, which is going to be the last build in this series, hopefully, which is just going to be the lighting and the lenses to make this thing light up. Hopefully it'll look just like the video game. See you then.